Hello, I'm Lesley Ormsby, and I'm going to be doing your Gemini November 2019 reading today. So, I'm a Gemini too, and there's all this energy around, so I'm thinking, and I know not all of it is mine, but I'm picking up on it. So, and as I was like contemplating, okay, am I going to do these readings today or start on them today for November? There was, Gemini came up first to do, us first. And normally I start through the list from Aries and going, in that order. But like today, I'm kind of really particularly feeling it, and I've only just really settled down now that I'm actually making the mark and making the move to do it. So, which is something which is kind of quite typical of some of us Geminis on saying that. It's like we have all these ideas and these thoughts, but at the moment I feel like some of us are like have got an overload and overwhelmed with it, and about moving forward with some and or all of these ideas. But what Spirit are talking about is like getting your ducks in a line in order, basically. What I'm hearing is prioritize, okay, for us, for you, if it resonates with you. So anyway, I'm just going to back up a bit because I would have liked to have started off with, like I introduced myself, and just to remind everybody that these are general reads, so you may not resonate with it. If you don't, please feel free. There are others out there that that do this sort of thing. So, please do go and check out somebody else. They may have something that you may understand. However, don't put all of this on hold if some of it does resonate, and not all of it does, or rather. So don't chuck it all out, because it may be something that may come up in the future. So or it may be something that is you might think about later that actually I remembered that happening maybe a month ago or maybe a year ago, that can help you with some answers as to why something has happened back then, or actually, like I say, going into the future. So in some ways, this, even though I've dated it and said this is for next month in November, yes, this could be coming up for you in November, but for some of you it may be, like I say, in the past or in the future in a couple of months, is not just next month. So, or you may be in it right now. So sorry, I'm fumbling, baffling. I kind of feel like a baffling, but there's this wanting to get the message across to you, which is something I feel like a lot of you Geminis are going through, is like getting the message across to somebody, even to yourself. Okay, so there's a lot of processing that's going on at the moment. So even though I feel like I'm baffling, I am, but I feel like I'm picking up on a lot of the Gemini energy that's out there at the moment. With this movement and this, finalizing things. So it's interesting because I was trying to get my bloody eyebrows straight, and it's like, oh God. And I notice, and you may notice, like, there's some emotional stuff that is still going on with you, that is wanting and wanting to be finalized in this month, and needing to be finalized in this month for you to be moving on much more fluidly than what you have been into this new month, okay? Which is, the 11th month. So this month has been a massive month, a massive year for many of us, not just the star sign of Gemini, because we've all been feeling it across the planet in one way or another, at one time or another, and obviously we've got all different energies in that, so it's kind of heightened for different signs at different times, and likewise for us. So, so anyway. So just take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest. So, yeah. So this reading is suitable for not just the sun sign, but also moon, rising, and the Venus signs, the star signs as well. So welcome to all of you that are here as well, and also cross watchers. So you may be, someone who's just has a Gemini star sign that you may be, the word I'm hearing is just checking in on, or just getting, a gist of what could be going on for them. So, and a bit more understanding about that person. So, and that's cool. Okay. It's with love and light, of course, coming through there. I'm just hearing as long as it's for love, with love, and for all the right reasons, for your highest good, for the greater good of all. So that's just coming through at the moment. So and always bring it back to that love intention with whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, just everything is what Spirit is saying, everything. And if you're beating yourself up, so I'm feeling and I'm hearing and I'm feeling and I'm hearing and I'm sensing that there's a lot of chit chatter going on in the mind, and you're beating yourself up about something, some of yous. Actually, I feel like a lot of yous, including myself, sometimes it's like lately it's like, but that's this new inner moon energy that's coming in. That's like, and we're at the end in this third quarter, like pushing out the last remnants of whatever it is, because it's not been really big for me, and it may not be a really, really super big thing for you, but it can be quite for some of us, and myself included in some way, and sometimes is like it can like feel like it's holding you up, from doing this and this job around the house, with business, moving forward with plans and that. But they're saying that, and that's because that it's still there, and not to get not to get in your head about it, because I feel like there's for a lot of us, there's these new projects and these new plans and goals that we've set in place for in the future for whatever reason. Could be buying a house, it could be that you're wanting to, there's more projects in your business that you're wanting to get going, or you're wanting to start your business, and it might feel like the money isn't coming quick enough, or the funds. And I hear that story, as far as moving here with new projects, but there are things that are still falling into place. So and one of those things is like allowing ourselves to, whatever is going on emotionally for us, might not be really like, it's not that you have to be crying about it, and like super like in that way. It may be something, like I say, you might be, that's popped in at the moment, that somebody's triggered, or Spirit have like popped it in your thoughts, and it's like, where the hell did that idea? I haven't thought about that for ages, or I haven't felt like that for ages, but there must have been something in there to trigger it off, that they're wanting you to like look at, go that little bit deeper, because it's like there is something there. It's like this little bit there with you, with you, that is what that you may be like knowing about, but not fully knowing about, like going that little bit deeper. It's like uncovering something a little bit deeper in there. And like for me, like this, just recently, so there may be somebody here that's like is, I don't know, got an itchy chin or a beard or something like that, that may be listening and just pondering. So if that's you, it's like you keep pondering, keep going, and just like going into what it is to do what you need to do, okay, with love, okay, based love for yourself, self-love, and also love for everybody else, vibration, energy, okay. So anyway, I'm just going to like put that aside. So where I'm going back to is that this may be this question that came up, and it is, what is holding you back from thinking about the past, okay. So that may be a question, because it's like just went wham to me this morning, and it made me like really think about, why some things aren't quite moving, and there's this been in this holding space at the moment. So it's not for everything, it's just for some things, and it's like, man, I really want to get this going, but I know deep down inside that there are some things that are needing, like in divine time, that are needing to come into fruition, basically, or become to click into place, okay, before the next, this next step for some of yous, or the next turn, or the next click on the Rubik's Cube, however it is like that you see it. Yeah, they're giving me all these different sorts of ways to explain it for everybody, because we all got a different way of thinking. So, so it may be something that you are needing to communicate with, and to, that you're feeling, that is kind of like, well, you're not feeling like I can do it right now, so, and it can be quite frustrating at times when you're wanting to get going with something, but then it's like, oh, and then you can see this and that person running with this job and all that thing or that project and whatnot, but you're not. So they're just saying, do not get your head caught up in that, because this isn't about them with you. They're different. They've got different things going on for them that you do not know about, and you have different things going on with you that they do not know about, and it's different. So we're all individuals. So what Spirit is saying is, stop looking at yourself and judging yourself or putting yourself in somebody else's shoes, when actually that's their stuff and that's this is your journey and that's their journey. Okay, so just focus on yourself, for goodness sakes, is what I'm hearing. So I've got Archangel Michael here, and it's Archangel Raphael as well. So they're both here, okay, to help with that, zhuzhing up your energy. And that's like they're talking about right now for some of you, and coming into this new moon, but also which is on the 27th, which is also, and then going into this new month of, or 11, I was going to say, of 11. Of November. So and some of yous, like at the moment, like the first cut, at the moment are right here in that, so at this end of October. So going into November, just you're taking with you a lot of new beginnings, like these new projects that are super coming up that you've let go of. And yet there's another group of you that have just been like rolling out with all these projects at the beginning of this month coming into last month. And I kind of know that one too. For myself, I've been rolling out all these different projects, and then but at the same time, but like and accomplished them, like I feel like a lot of yous have, but there are some things that are still needing to be tied up at the same time. So, and some new projects that are coming into this new month. So keep going, and they're saying, with these new thoughts, ideas, plans, and putting them out there. It's just not then. It's all real and valid, is what they're saying, for you to keep thinking and moving into there. So don't stop it. Don't stop doing whatever it is. Keep those wheels of the in motion. Keep moving forward with your feet, taking one step at a time, one idea at a time, and just it's all relevant, and it's all timely. It's a timely thing, and it's relevant that you get them now, or these ideas and thoughts now, but some of them are just not meant to be put into action like right now. The action is that you've actually acknowledged it, so you can make the move to go in the near future for some of them, and maybe in the distant future, like 2 or 3 months away, down the track, that you will actually, put some of these ideas into action, more action, basically. So it's like planning. I hear planning, and there's that thing of a dream written down with a date becomes a goal, and a goal broken down into steps becomes a plan, and a plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. And that's this post that I saw the other day, and I'm thinking, and I feel like I need to say that, and it's something that I've put up on my wall myself to help me keep that momentum going, because sometimes we can get in our head, and it's not just for my business stuff, it's for my personal stuff as well, my eating plan and my exercise plan, that sort of thing. Even like fitting in with my grandchildren. It's kind of like what I want to do for traveling for next year. So this is a little like I can hear a lot of you going into business, with whatever that is. It's like it's just keeping that momentum going with whatever your thoughts are. Okay, so now my ears are starting to like get blocked. So some of yous aren't listening, and some of yous that just need to okay, some of yous aren't listening, so you're switching off, or you're not hearing it. You've gone into resistant mode, and some of yous are like it's like blocked, but it's like you've it's about okay, because I'm just feeling like the stillness is just taking some time. Close your eyes, take a breath, use your breath to help relax you, and then focus, and then look at, get your focus on what it is, the message that you got from that, or what you most need to do right now, that prioritize, again, going back to that. Okay, so that could be like, for some of you, like I say, right now, some of you is coming, that is coming into November. But I do feel like, you know, what is happening right now is this attraction. Okay, this is the first card that's come out. So and these are from the deck, the Oracle deck of oh god, I've kind of like forgotten completely, Sacred Web deck. So I've just gone in my Sacred Web deck, Oracle deck. So I've shuffled all these, by the way, and earlier before I started this video. And I also get, you know, there's a grounding. Okay, so there's that red triangle down the bottom there, and it's like, and I just feel like that is drawn me to my attention to it. But it's, for me, that's definitely grounding. So focusing on your root chakra, grounding yourself, especially because sometimes we can go out, and you know, it's really important that we stay here, ground ourselves, so we can stay centered and focused. Okay, so your crystal might be like this beautiful one here is a clear quartz one, and it's just magnificent. So your crystal, I feel, is about it's about centering and focusing on yourself, on everything, but centering and focusing. So this could be your one, okay, for now, at this right now and going into this month. So you stay on track. So God, I keep going to scratch my so it's kind of itch there. So, and it's interesting too, I just want to finish off here with attraction. So whatever it is that you're doing now is, you know, is letting it go and moving through it, you know, reprioritizing and centering and focusing yourself using this beautiful types of crystals like this. So like I say, I feel like this is quite a big, main one for you coming into November, and even like you start using it now in conjunction with the other crystal from earlier this month that came through. Although some of you may have, like, you know, that energy might have changed. So anyway, so attraction, whatever it is that you're doing now, it's really important that you stay on track, or just keep your thoughts positive, keep your thoughts, you know, moving into the future, not looking back at the past, allowing what has been in the past, sort that out, let it, you know, whatever is, release it, and because it's also about, you know, in repairing what is, you know, here now, right now, with relationships. So because this, whatever it is that you are working through, it's like sort it out, seal the deal, you know, you dot your T's and cross your dot your I's and cross your T's with whatever deals that are going on, so you can seal the deal, so you're not taking any of that energy, although from the thoughts, because you'll notice that I looked out there before, and there was the word I got was distraction. Anything that is going to create a distraction for you to start leaving that here now, repairing it. I read a beautiful post this morning, and she talks about repairing, you know, the rips and the, you know, in the canvases. I'm using canvases now, but, you know, in life, in our canvas of life. So she used something slightly different, but I'm just saying it differently now. The, you know, repair those, and we can, you know, and also, yeah, repair the rips. Yeah, it was really beautiful, Helen. So I'm going to go on, yeah, on my Facebook page. I've actually shared that. So, and I'll put it on there. So it's kind of, it's just, she's just got these beautiful words that express amazingly, lovingly, but telling the truth. It's beautiful. So anyway, so because, you know, what it is now is, you know, you're attracting what is coming up in the future. So there's that manifestation side of things, okay, that's coming up. So, and so this is by letting go of that, you're actually, in taking action, you are bringing more abundance to you. It's so where they're going with that, because some of you are like, you know, put things on the back burner. The other card that comes up is for you, well, the next card from the Sacred Oracle Web deck is communication, which is something that's really big, because like going in next month for you. So like this is like more in the now, you're creating you're attracting to you what you need, and but also going into next month. But That's a big thing as well, because you'll be attracting more good stuff as you let go of things, as you make the changes or create the changes that you need to make, you know, through repairing relationships, you know, your self-love for you, whatever is going on for you, to start working on, you know, loving yourself more by doing lots of, you know, whatever, doing things that you want to do, obviously with a love base. But then it comes to that communication is a big one. So being, you know, communicating to yourself with self-love as well, with loving thoughts and energy with you, but also to others, and getting at what you need to say, but also, you know, speaking up when you need to, you know, speaking up when you need to speak up and communicate to people what it is that you want, what it is that you don't want, you know, but more so what it is that you want, you know, than what you don't want, because we're looking forward into the future. However, some people need to know what it is that you don't want, so they get what you do want. So there's a two-way thing going on there. So you'll know who you are with that, if that resonates with you. Because some people just don't get what you do want until you tell them what you don't want. That's where they're going with that. So communication, and it's also like some of you may be wanting to do things like this, or like blogging or whatever it is, or writing. It's about getting that down on your canvas, whatever that is, or getting yourself out there, or getting that book, starting to go with that book getting written, and or whatever, you know, like I say, whatever it is for you that is creatively expressing yourself, not just verbally, but also, you know, with your hands, energetically wise, doing things for you and for others as well. So there's a two-way thing going on there that Spirit is saying. So it's like just rolling my eyes there. Yeah, so I was trying to keep this brief, but it's kind of going on a bit. So yeah, but they're just wanting to, like, you know, get the point across, and get the message across. And so this is kind of like this is part of the message as well. Sometimes it takes you a little bit longer to get the message out across to people, and sometimes it takes that long because it takes that long, because there's a lot going on. Okay, and if that's how you have to do it, that's how you have to do it. Okay, anyway, so the other thing is, like, this card that's come up, the other card that I've come up. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is like devotion. Okay, so that is upside down. Okay, so devotion. Okay, and I'm talking about devotion to yourself, to whatever it is that your dream. You know, this is about you, because if we're not functioning well, you know, doesn't matter what star sign we are, if we're not you know, who we are, if we're not functioning well, and we're not leading by example, how do we expect others to do, to trust in us, believe in us, have faith in us, if we're not doing it? And it kind of brings back to us, and, you know, how do you feel about that? And we kind of lose faith when we lose faith with ourselves. And this is where it all starts with us. When we have faith in ourselves, and trust in ourselves, and, you know, to do things for ourselves, and what have you, whatever it is, it's like it comes back to us. Okay. And about, you know, being, you know, the role model for some of you, an example for some of you, as a leader for some of you, you know, and it's not to beat ourselves up about, you know, what for a lot I'm hearing what we might be lacking in or slacking in. It's about updating ourselves, learning, relearning, learning and relearning. So because we're unlearning away our habit of being through what we've been brought up with. So some of you may be, and some of us are going through a relearning stage right now at this moment. And it's not to say that you haven't done any relearning, because you have. It's just like right now there's something that's like triggering you in you to like unlearn and or relearn, and learn new things as well as you're going in, because, you know, the feeling is I'm seeing now too is some of you have put some, you know, have taken like a little while, a big holiday from learning, and that's cool, because we've needed to do that, and myself included in some ways, but there are some things that are coming back in that it's like bam, time to get cracking and learn some new things and put them into place and amalgamate them into what you already are doing, and or blend them in, whatever it is. So this is like for next month, there's, you know, what you're doing right now is attracting for what's coming into next month, and you're keeping on attracting, but the more you take action and do with steps that you need to do. Communication. You know, we are communicators with whatever it is that we're doing, whether you're in the movies, whether you're whether you're a telephonist, you know, whether you're a salesperson, whether you're doing this sort of thing, whether you're, at the receptionist, you know, whatever it is, we're communicators. Whether you're a teacher, you know, we're all communicators in some ways, telling people, talking with people, with everything, you know, whether it's sign language or not, you know, whether we're taking action and doing something, whether we actually tell somebody, you know, something, but we're communicating through our actions. So it's whatever it is in the way that you communicate, it's about communicating at the end of the day with everybody. And if you're getting that feeling that you know, that you need to call someone and you need to talk to someone, or you want to, or you're getting that intuitive thing, just ring them or talk to them. You never know that they may be on the same page and they may be thinking the same thing as what you're thinking or feeling. You know, that they may be wanting to reach out to you, and for whatever reason, just to say hello, asking for help. You know, they may be feeling that they may be obliged, you know, feeling that you may be uncomfortable, but it's maybe that you're feeling what they're feeling. So, yeah, because we're quite strong empaths, remember. So don't overthink things. If you're getting that intuitive feeling, follow it up. The worst that can happen is somebody might say, yes. You know, and is that a bad thing? And somebody might say no, but it might be for the best possible flipping reason. So a no is a no. It's just a no for now, and it may be a no because you're not meant to be doing that or whatever, and you know, or they don't really need your help, and that's all there is to it. But the fact is, at least you have made that communication or that port of call. So anyway, so devotion. So this is all about, next month is all about devoting to yourself, self-love, with all your projects that you're going into. Put that energy into there and devote that to you, your time to you, so you can create whatever it is you want to flap and create, okay? Because you are the bomb, okay? And the last card that actually fell out is, I was upside down, is gratitude, okay? Gratitude. So obviously, you know, always, you know, in that space of gratitude, no matter what. We don't have to wait till we get something and be thankful. We can be thankful for what it is that we have already in our lives. You know, whatever that is that you're feeling thankful for. Everything, you know, you can name it, you can whatever, and just be, you know, bring it in. Put it out, that love and that energy, and that giving thanks for yourself, giving thanks to whatever it is. So that is what Spirit is saying is the key for us as Geminis this month, coming in as we're now and leaving this month and going into next month and next month, okay? So the crystal, I feel like, is this clear quartz crystal. So get your big mother chunk or a little chunk to carry around with you. I've been lately I've been having my little pieces and, you know, carrying them on my body, on my person, so read up about you know, clear quartz crystal. There are many things that are you know, that the clear quartz is really good for, but I'm not going to go into that because that's a whole book in a way. However, the main thing is that clearing your energy, so you are there and you are whole, centered and focused, even more so than you have ever been, and bringing that back to you, clearing it. That I'm just feeling that clearing. So just, you may be able to feel the energy now. So I just feel like they're wanting to like clear that energy now for you and get you into it, so you can feel it for yourself even more so. Some of you may be already feeling it, and that's way flipping cool. Anyway, I've babbled on for long enough now, so I'm just going to leave that for you for this November. So if you are looking for a reading, so I do use the oracle cards and I do use the mediumship. So just like, you know, if you're looking forward to a reading of whether it's a short one or a long one, just hop onto my Facebook page, in the Grace of Spirit, or you can type in Lesley Ormsby Psychic Medium. That will take you there, to check out what I do, and to book him. So sorry, I'm rambling again because I'm just kind of gone off track, got distracted, because I just really wanted to really get cranking and get cracking with messages today. So I forgot to say this earlier in this video. So anyway, I think that's all I need to say. So God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of October and coming into next month in November, and have a way awesome November. So if you want to, like I say, leave a book a reading, just make contact with me. If you are watching this on YouTube, could you please give me some feedback? I'd really like to get some feedback, just to make a conversation, basically communicate. So sometimes it may be that maybe you're needing to communicate with, so get something out, or a thumbs up, or if you really like this resonate with this message. Gosh, I'm all over the place at the moment. See, they're wanting to get going with you as well. I can hear them going blah blah blah. So and so center and focus, that's what it is. If you're wanting to okay, there's a lot of stillness now, so please subscribe. That's what they're wanting to say. Just say it, Lesley, is what they're saying. Subscribe to my channel, so you can hear more of these messages. Okay, anyway, God bless you, and I'll see you next week or next month. Okay, bye bye for now.